should be up on YouTube, maybe? Yeah. All right, and then we are on Instagram. Let's go. We're up. We're here. Hello, hello, hello. Lots of people join in on our special Christmas stream. It is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Merry Christmas. Look at that. We got people joining already. Who is this guy? How's it going, guys? I am Ross. I am the media guy for Airsoft. If you haven't seen me on here before, I do the lives every now and then. But this week, I am here all by myself. So we are doing an interesting stream. It's going to be. We'll see how it goes. It's either going to be a lot of me rambling to you guys or a lot of quiet, one or the other. So we'll find out pretty shortly. But everyone's kind of away and out on vacation and stuff for the holidays, taking their time off. And it is me now. Yo, Unk. Am I Unk? Oh, yikes. I guess I am Unk, which is disappointing. Sup, blood? It was good, Crip. How's it going on this fine Christmas Eve? Coming to you guys with a special live today before the holidays. Ross, you should have told me. Could have done a double Ross feature. Hey, if you're in Pittsburgh, let me know. You can come by. We can do a double Ross feature. Oh, we gotta do call-ins. I need people to start calling. You know, we'll field questions on the phone. We can do it through Discord, honestly. Which, speaking of which, I'm actually gonna post up that we are live in the Discord so that people know and can come join us there. I guess I'll link the YouTube live instead of the Instagram live. Come join me. I am alone and afraid. There we go. So something I did want to check out. I'm not driving home right now. Yeah. Everyone left me. Logan and Talon both went back home, who are my usual live people. All of our techs are out for the holidays. Our building's kind of empty, honestly, but that's to be expected. I mean, everyone should be enjoying Christmas Eve at home. I just happen to not really have too much going on, so here I am, spending it with you guys. I did want to check out Op4 Airsoft posted up their Black Sea Storm day one, I guess, which I wanted to kind of catch a little bit of, so we can watch this together. Black Sea Storm was Milsom West's game, which happened not too long ago, which I attended along with one of our old employees, Eric. We had a lot of fun there. How do I join AMP Discord? You know, that's a great question. Someone sent you the link already, which is actually super cool. But yeah, our Discord is, you know what? I will send another invite link and pin it. Bad image, I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, our Discord's pretty cool. We all hang out in there, and people talk Airsoft stuff, which is always super cool. And you can get any of your questions asked or answered by us, you know, more so than we do here. This is probably the most direct way to get in contact with us, honestly, though. You leave a comment, I'll read it right now and talk to you about it, so. But let's check out this project from Op4 Airsoft. If you guys haven't seen our video from it, you should definitely check that out. It was really cool. Happy Christmas Eve, Nate Dogg. And all these photos that were taken, they were done by, I wish I could shout them out right now. Some Doomfield, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they did a really good job with all the photos. There are a couple of us in our German kits. I wish there was some more. I wish we had more photos of us. Here's the little intro speech they do during briefing. Josh Warren giving his hoorah, which is always cool. A little bit of lore. I don't really follow the lore of Milsim West. Does anyone know the lore? I mean, obviously, besides the NATO invasion on Russia. The ambiance. NATO forces arrive on the outskirts of the city and attempt to breach. So this was us Friday night after rucking in. I am in today, Eric. I'm here. It's just me by myself. I'm watching Op 4's video from Black Sea Storm, but that link is expired. The one I just sent's expired? I just made the link. Every time I open Discord, it gives me a stupid, I don't, okay. I made the Discord, and yet apparently I don't know how to invite people to it. We'll do. All right, hang on. Maybe if I bypass the join applications, because we do have a join application thing. All right, try what I just pinned. We'll see if that works. Yeah, we'll continue this here. Yeah, so this was us coming out of the Woodline Friday night to hit Russ 4, who had taken the entire village kind of off rip.
But they all came in the same direction. So, again, fishing barrel, it made light work for tag launchers. It was nice.
It's funny hearing that guy say that. I mean, he's not wrong. We all did come from one direction. I mean, kind of the way we were staged is we dropped rucks and like, I mean, for us to have gone around and hit from different angles, we would have really had to make some movement, which at that point in the night just wasn't very viable. I mean, we were so exhausted and ready to just, like, collapse. But, I mean, it was a successful raid. We did end up taking the one building that we really wanted, which was the police station. I think taking those other buildings would have been pretty difficult to do, especially considering how we tried to do it later on throughout the day with a bit more rest and preparation, and it didn't happen. So hitting it that first night I don't think was going to happen, but they definitely caught us out in that field outside that building for sure. All this night vision footage is really cool. I wish I had a bit more ability to record during the event. I know the GoPro footage is a bit kind of, you know, off shoulder, but yeah, I definitely wish I could have gotten some more night stuff. What's up, Graybush? How's it going? Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you guys are spending time with family and stuff. Glad to see you guys joining the live, you know, chat with me a little bit on this Christmas Eve.
They took over half our squad that was taking over the DOA building. Everything was good over here in our building. I mean, we were able to give fire back pretty easily.
Yeah, if he was sitting either the church or the school, we weren't getting anywhere near that. We had guys trying to hit the church after we hit the police station, but that wasn't my squad. We were ready to get our rucks and head back. Very atmospheric.
A company's second platoon come through with about 3 squads and kind of just cleaned up, pushed them back into the wood line.
I'm guessing this is probably when they ran us out of the church. Officially kept us down. That one worked. Okay, cool. Cool. Good to see that. I see that you have joined our Discord. Very nice. Oh, I got my Santa hat on. Eric, if you're still here, I'm sure you recognize this Santa hat.
Rush 4 has been pretty aggressive over the night hours. Militia, I think we encountered them late last night. A lot of white light for those guys. Spicy when we were coming in, pushing us into the tree line.
It's funny, they did this interview probably middle of the day, Saturday. I remember when they came over to kind of talk to us. I think that the, you know, Op 4, the guys who made this video, they were only with us with NATO for maybe an hour during Saturday. I don't really think they spent much time with us in general, you know, doing interviews or anything like that. Love seeing a little Airsoft bumping out of there. Very cool. A little nerdism. The blank fire is just great. I mean, the blank fire at this event was, I mean, the immersion's great. We getting into the day? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that gloom. That's nice. Ross 4 rolling up. Yeah, so they attempt this to push the police station quite a bit this day. I mean, we held it all day pretty much. Is that jet? Yeah.
While the rest of all of Eco begins to surround the building for the final assault. We're going to tease them a little bit, let all the other units get their place, and then the assault will begin.
I don't know when they had their actual assault. I mean, it felt like we were getting sieged all day. Some tags. Ooh. Line of blank fire, that's always fun. That is a beautiful sound right there. The sound of just a line of blank fire going off. I mean, that's that right there makes a game for sure. I mean, that level of immersion just really adds to it. I love blank fire. Launching tags with it too, and smoke grenades, and oh man. Yeah, so they're hitting the side of the building that we weren't on. Shaky cam action for sure. Is that a... Oh yeah, that's a PPSH. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, I love that. I want one of them. That's great. Oh man. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so this side of the building here, we weren't on. We were on the I think I want to say we were on the complete opposite side of this building. But KVB was holding pretty much one side of the building, which I would say is probably the worst entrance for Rus 4 because they had such a long open area to cross before reaching that side of the building. So we could really see them coming from a ways away, which I think benefited us a lot in defending this building. Obviously, you can see here all the guys on the roof, which I believe this is all Blue Diamond Group and GMR were upstairs. And we had Rob's Rags and TF Mayhem on the first floor. So I'm pretty sure Rob's Rags and TF Mayhem were taking the brunt of the force. Us and KVB were taking a decent amount on the side of like stragglers trying to get around us and hit us from different angles, but not nearly as much as what we saw. What's good, call sign Boyk? How's it going? Merry Christmas. Or happy holidays, you know. Hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. It is me by myself, if you haven't noticed yet. So I am rambling a lot. So, you know, ask any questions and feel free to engage with me. Otherwise, I'm going to keep watching the OP4 Airsoft video, which I'm finding pretty interesting and really cool. I want to make more content like this too. I would love to know what you guys think about like this kind of cinematic, like atmospheric content that really brings you into the world more. A lot of the videos I do are either like hyper edit gameplay stuff or like vlog style, kind of following it from like a player's perspective. But I do really like this style of like journalistic airsoft, you know, kind of like reporting on the action of the event in like a almost a lore capacity. I think it's really cool. I've seen it obviously with this, and then Combat Casual, and trying to remember who used to do the documentaries for Milsim West. Was that Combat Casual? That might have been Combat Casual. But regardless, I think that style of video is really cool. And I know a lot goes into it, and I'd love to partake. But happy holidays. I just got my order from y'all today, making a M27 build for my Marine Corps brother. That's really cool. Yeah, glad you got your stuff. Good that you made it, you know, there today before Christmas. But M27s are sweet. I love those. I see we got a Wild Kevin in here too now, but we'll continue our Op4 footage here. That blink fire shotgun this guy's been running is really cool too. Yeah, so this truck was on the opposite side of the building, yeah, because we were posted up on one of the trucks, but it wasn't that one. Onesies, twosies. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of hard moving in and out of this area. I mean, once they were on that corner there, it was kind of a slaughterhouse. It was a pretty open area to fight through. That's a cool shot. That was cool. God, when you're running like that after doing everything all day, you're just so exhausted. You're just trying to move. One sec, gonna see if I can get the rest of the team on. Okay, cool, yeah, I mean, hey, feel free to join and talk. It's Christmas Eve, so, you know, people are busy. I mean, obviously, everyone's gone out of the offices here. It's just me today hanging out with you guys. I thought about playing some video games today, but I figured for the audio side, the Spotify side, for people listening, that wouldn't be very interesting. Not that I think this is gonna be very interesting either, though, honestly. But this is not usually how our lives are. Usually we have more people and we have more to talk about. But it's a bit of like that slow season of Airsoft where there aren't a lot of events happening because of the holidays, obviously. But people are buying a lot of Airsoft stuff. They're interested in what's going on. There's a lot of interest in the 2026 season, which we can talk about, like what games and events are coming up in 2026. Because there are a lot that like we're looking forward to here at Amped. So, you know, holiday seasons is upon us. Oh yeah, dragging him out in the mud. I'm sure he was covered in mud and water after that one. It was a wet event. That's accurate. Russian forces sustained heavy casualties in the initial attack. That is what happened on all of Saturday. Hello. Russians did a few assaults. They did a lot of assaults. Here we are preparing. This is second floor. So as I said, we were on first floor. I wonder if they got any footage of us down on first. I don't really think so. I don't remember seeing them shooting near us, really. Oh yeah, them launching mortars from the roof. Little law launcher. Don't. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the killing field right there. I think you can see where we were set up in this. Well, actually, this is from our roof. So we were set up right beneath this. So this is what we were seeing as they approached. So obviously, this bus and this whole open area, we had a lot of time to really spot them. Not this guy. What's up? What's up, Kevin? How's it going? Kevin, what game are you looking forward to? I know you're going to Frostfall, right? You'll be at GGP. You doing any other events this year? You doing a Milsim West this year? this. This was the Connexes. So this was our front right is what we were watching a lot of the day. I mean, just tossing frags, shooting over the walls. That's crazy. That's what we like to see, though. I was wondering if any Rust 4 guys brought a Van Shield at Black Sea. Yeah, I mean, we saw the one guy rushing out with one. I think that there might have been two out there. I didn't see any of them really being used personally, but it was also not the easiest thing ever to see because, you know, it's pretty out. Like, we were outside a lot, like in a lot of the engagements I was in, so. Yeah, I'll be at Frostfall, and not sure yet. I'm considering Crescent. Are you considering, which specific event? Because Mir Tactical had the Crescent directive listed for the Crescent Prison, but I'm pretty sure they're not hosting there because of Players Wanted acquiring the property. They said a couple of event organizers would be allowed to host events, but I'm not too sure who. So I'm assuming that the only events being held there as of right now for 2026. Now, don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be the Players Wanted events, which are, I think the next one is Syndicate 6, which I'd be interested in going to. And then I think after that, they have their Geigerlands, which is like a roleplay-esque event, which I'm a little less interested in than like a traditional force-on-force, but it's a close enough field and a cool enough AO that I'm down to kind of go to whatever there. So if you want to run that, I need to get the Chinese kit out. So if you want to run Chinese kit, I haven't done the PLA kit in a while. That would be cool. Yeah, this dude's got a Vant right there. Or, that's not a Vant. That's just a riot shield. That didn't look like a Vant. Or is it a Vant? And I just couldn't tell from the corner profile. We'll see. Maybe it'll come up again. Bro, wait, what? What are we using? Okay. That was cool. That was a cool shot. Yeah, so this corner here is where we were catching them coming out of, and I mean, we were decimating them coming off this corner. They weren't making it very far out of there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be down for PLA kit anytime. Yeah, that plank GP25. Yeah, the GP25 on the plank is really funny. No, we need to do the PLA kit. I need to do more for my PLA kit because I have like pretty much the bare bones simple kit, and I would love to build that out a bit more. I need to look at some like references and stuff. But I would love to do a legit impression.
Army have seen great combat. They see great combat. You see, we isolated them to a bat cave of a police station.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. Alpha Company's in here, and we were happy to hold that. They didn't isolate us. We were keeping ourselves planted in there. We wanted that.
Where they shot mortars at us, and admittedly it didn't go so well. However, at the end of the day, we were victorious because they sucked. We don't.
I mean, they weren't victorious. I mean, at the end of the day, like at night, at like 4 in the morning, when this guy's talking about this, though, they were not victorious. I mean, they pushed that thing 3-4 times. We kept pushing them back, but I love the Russian accent, though. Very immersive. bring us in a little bit. We love that. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot. Yeah, so that's cool. So this is where we are. We're in these 3 windows here. So we have guys who've been pushing up on the trucks here and holding, and then we have us in these windows, and we have this kill hole here that we have an MG in. So this is probably the closest Rust 4 ever actually got to the building during the day, was right here. You can see there's quite a few of them coming up. And I mean, we're just gunning them down from these windows. They were hitting us with smoke pretty hard, but we were also fragging as soon as they got close. Like all these guys on this Jeep were just getting caught with frags from us in these windows. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy view. This building was off limits, so you couldn't go inside the actual building. However, you could go outside and around this wall. So it really didn't leave much of a, I mean, pretty much every access to this building has a lot of ground, so it kind of makes sense they weren't really able to push us out till at night. I mean, that's kind of just how it felt, sitting inside the building all day. Yeah, Kevin, we'll have to do PLA at some events. I definitely want to do some closer events. I want to do some longer stuff. I mean, doing PLA for Milsom West would be cool. If it's one of the smaller games, I'm sure when the Super Bowl comes around, I'll probably run it with KVB. But I'd be down to do PLA. I know they allowed PLA for the raid as Rust 4. Is it an accepted kit in general if you have enough members to run it, or is that like a per game thing? I'm not too sure on that kit. But it's cool. I also need a gun that makes a little more sense for it. My AK-12's painted to be more of a Rust 4 style than a PLA style.
Attempting assaults to kick them out of the said building. So far we've been unsuccessful, but we're planning on being
I like this GoPro cover going on here.
successful eventually.
Massively successful.
This guy's just making stuff up. I don't think he knows what's going on.
Operations.
This right here looks like it's not very successful. We were decimating them coming up, though. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a blast. Yeah, frags going off all over. Yeah, this car was our killing ground. We had our MG gunner would oftentimes be up against this back car here, but I mean, we were just tossing frags over them, and it was really the only cover you had coming from the front, so you kind of had to get in there. 9 an official kit for us 4. Okay, yeah, so that's what I figured. So as long as you have 9 guys, you can run it. That's cool. I'd be down for an off-season game. I mean, the closest one to us is the Abkhaz flank, but after editing the footage from that game last year, I know it's a rucking simulator, which it's hard in those areas, that part, and it'll be cold, so you gotta get a RS Type 97. Yeah, maybe if they weren't, over $1,000, I would. The Real Sword Type 97, though, is really cool. I do really like it. Rest up for a later attempt. Yeah, so this was the part of the day where we actually had time to rest. Obviously, we had spent all night rucking and then all day fighting. So, like, when they decided to go back and rest up for a later attempt, we actually got time to sleep. So they probably were pretty bored with us. If I had to imagine, they were probably getting kind of pissed off that we were just sitting around all day and not pushing them and giving them action. But we were so tired, we, needed to. We needed to rest before hitting another building. It was, necessary.
I've personally shot a few. I've been having to use machine guns, assault rifles, and even DMRs to keep NATO at bay. But for now, it has been pretty quiet for the last few hours. We are just waiting for the next time they come and try to strike us so we can strike back hard and fast.
So the weapon I have today is an Arcturus AK-12PE.
Oh, we're talking about replicas now.
Is a lot of people in Milsom West were talking about how awesome these things were. I loved it so much, I picked up 2 of them, so this one's mine, and then this one over here is also mine.
That's pretty cool. The Arcturuses are they're nice. I wonder how maybe I should get their AK-12 for the PLA kit, honestly, since as I said, mine is painted for Rust 4. You should do a tour of Amped for a live one day. That would be fun. I'm sure logistically it would be rough, but would be fun. It's not impossible. I mean, I've done the lives before, obviously, for what's it called? Bolt Bash, where I walk around a bit, and we do some showing off of outside all the vendors and stuff. Inside, the main problem, honestly, I'll be 100% real with you, it's just not that interesting. It really isn't. I mean, I can walk you down the hallway and, we'll go, oh, you're shipping. This is the tech room. The most interesting part is probably retail, and the biggest problem with filming and retail is that all the replicas on the walls can get you taken down. We actually had Scott from US Airsoft in here, and he was doing a lunchtime, or not a lunchtime live, just a live in retail, and YouTube took him down and gave him like a temporary ban because of having firearms in the background and touching them and stuff, which is why we're really careful about it. I'm not against walking through retail with a more mobile setup, obviously, not this. But it's really not that interesting, unfortunately. Arcturus AK-12 are GOAT, not gonna lie. I definitely might have to pick one up. I've heard a lot of good things. I do like Arcturus replicas. And the AK-12 is just, I mean, it's a beautiful replica in my opinion. I think it's really nice. So maybe I should pick one up for that kit specifically, because mine it has the Mancraft engine in it, which the PDIK, so that makes it a little bit harder to run for like longer milsims. Just have to worry about air and stuff, which personally I'm not a fan of. Don't HPA AK-12. No, bro, I bought an AK-12 HPA build from y'all, and the battery space sucks, and the hop up. Battery space will suck. I mean, battery space in any AK is going to be a problem. If they're HPA'd, you're getting a lot better, I think, space-wise for batteries, just because it's a mini LiPo in that space, but you're still fitting your FCU or whatever trigger board you're running in there. It really depends. I mean, as I was saying, though, with my AK-12, which is an LCT, and I put the Mancraft PDIK in, it is a electric, or a mechanical engine, which means it doesn't need a battery. So I don't even have to worry about plugging a battery in. That thing's built, and I just leave it like that, and then I hook air up into it, and it runs. The hop-up, I mean, it depends on what hop-up you have in there. I personally put a ZCI in mine, and it shoots laser beams. The ZCI hop-ups are really cheap, too. I think they're like $20. And they're probably like one of the best hop-ups for an AK, in my opinion. The stock hop-ups are usually fine, depending on which one you get. I've never HPA'd an AK-12 by Arcturus. Obviously, mine's LCT. Which I prefer the performance rather than like the AEGs as far as LCT goes. But the Arcturus ones I've heard really good things about. So I personally would keep it AEG if I were to get a second one. But as of right now, I don't really plan to do that. But if I were to go with a replica, it's probably going to be that, since I can't afford a Type 97 like Kevin wants me to. I got to go do my job and do an oil change. See y'all later. Merry Christmas. Later, Boyk. You can borrow mine before you decide to get one for PLA kit if you want. You're going to get AK-specific batteries. Yeah, I have AK-specific batteries. I mean, I own a lot of AKs. Assuming that the Arcturus is like similar battery space to any other AK, which I assume it probably is. But I would love to try yours, yeah, especially if it's stock. Just try it out. You can work on AK. I'll send you mine and pay you to upgrade it. If you reach out to sales@ampedairsoft.com, I mean, they can do work for you. We can do some upgrades with HPA and stuff. It really depends on what you're asking for and what it is. A lot of times, honestly, it's probably easier and more efficient for you to just buy parts and do upgrades yourself, depending on what it is, obviously. I'm not telling you to open up your gun and work on it if you don't know what you're doing, because that is how you break things. But if it's something small, like replacing a hop-up, a lot of times it is easier to do it yourself rather than sending it to us, us doing the work and then sending it back. But regardless, please do email sales@ampedairsoft, because our customer service team can help you with any requests like that, whether it's custom builds or, you know, just curious about what parts are compatible with what, how to install, things like that. We also have a lot of resources on our YouTube. I know a lot of them aren't AK specific, but there is information out there. And then if you want, you can always come back and ask when like one of our customer service guys is in here, like Talon or Logan. They usually have better answers for you. I'm not super on par with what the tech department can and can't do for you. But there are definitely options to upgrade your stuff and get it shooting really nice, especially with the Arcturuses, since they're nice. And I've heard good things about them. So back to Arcturus, as they are speaking of their PE models they have here that they like.
These are probably the best AKs out of the box you can get.
I also have an Arcturus AK-12 PE, and yeah, it's just phenomenal right out of the box. Simple optics,
I like the stocks they have on theirs. I like this configuration. I think that's pretty cool. Is that how they come? Do they come with that stock?
We're talking about how awesome these things were.
Let's see.
I picked up 2 of them, so this one's mine, and then
Okay, so they have 2 different versions. They have the, oh, so one's just the updated steel body is what they call it. Okay, so yeah, one has the stock, or the new stock, one has a classic.
models, and honestly, in my opinion, these are
I would say depending on which AK model, doing a hop-up build is really easy to do, and there are plenty of videos to do it, but if Arcturus, keep it stock. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it depends on what hop-up you have in there. If you have the stock Arcturus hop-up, but if it's not performing well with your HPA, it could be also like engine compatibility. I mean, that's the thing when it gets to HPAing these replicas is they're all so different internally and externally. The way they're built, their resistances and tolerances are so different. So like one hop up with an HPA unit might work really well in an LCT. It might not work as well in an Arcturus or vice versa, or whatever those parts are. So really, I mean, especially with AK hop-ups, they're easy enough usually to swap out. They're just doing some like self-testing and really getting a feel for what you want is probably not a bad idea. But as I said, don't open things up and break things without knowing what you're doing. Because I've broken plenty of guns, and I don't want to see you guys break your guns. But you know what? Sometimes you got to learn one way or another. So I don't know. This is not tech advice. I'm not tech.
probably the best AKs out of the box you can get.
I also have an Arcturus AK-12PE, and yeah, it's just phenomenal right out of the box. Simple optics, simple light, and you're good trash.
You militia, only one attachment. What are we doing? I'm joking. I don't care. I think the one attachment rule is funny for militia though. But makes sense. Amen to both advice. Yeah. I don't even know where this is. I didn't even see that building. I must have just not paid attention. Did they get to drive in? I didn't see a technical. They just storing their gear in some random Jeep? That'd be crazy if they had a technical out there I didn't even notice. Oh, Graybush, you're okay. You can just hop in and out and say hello. You don't gotta be here the whole time. It's all right. It only took me 37 minutes to make it through a 13-minute video, you know? I mean, that's... it's all. I just had to pause and yap about 100 times. Very cool. I'm excited for part 2 of this. Maybe we'll watch it next week, maybe. Depending on if it's out by then. But that is cool. I wish there was more KVB German love, but we had a pretty small squad there running, so it doesn't really surprise me that they didn't really see us. Oh, I don't know what I clicked on. Oh, I clicked on R Live. Okay. Well, that is Op4's video. It was a great game. W Stream, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thanks for stopping in and saying what's up. How's your holiday so far? It's not bad. I mean, I'm not really doing too much. After the live here, I'm gonna probably go over to my my family's place and spend Christmas Eve with them, do a little Christmas morning stuff. But otherwise, I mean, not really too much. I'm just relaxing and hanging out. The guy who made this video actually helped run the PLA kit, by the way. Yeah, I think I talked to him briefly at the AO at Black Sea Storm, and he was actually running the Starry Night chest rig or plate carrier, which was cool. But yeah, that's funny that the PLA kits are everywhere. I see them more often now, and I don't know very many people run them. Yeah, it should be fun. Enjoying a little bit of time off here. Obviously, Logan and Talon have taken their time off and left me to my vices. So it is me alone on the live, and I'm scared and afraid, and we need some music is what we need. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I hope all of you guys have good holidays and have, you know, activities planned and see your families and get all your great Christmas gifts. I hope you all get your tag and launchers for Christmas that you all asked for, right? I'm going to the in-laws myself and having prime rib. Prime rib sounds really good. In-laws could be good. I don't know. It's up to you, I guess. But prime rib sounds really good. I'm actually really jealous of that. I'm having crab tonight. My mom's making some crab, and I'm all for that. Some crab legs. A little surf and turf. What was I doing? Music. Rat Detective. We love the Rat Detective here. Some Rat Detective boogie. Something funky in the air. I'm glad to see that you're here as well, Gray Bush. We're just hanging out here in the office. Let's see if there's anything fun I can show you guys. Well, first of all, we have our new giveaway, which I'm not going to take it out of the box, but this is the Sharps Pro AK. It's a... Let me turn on this music a little bit. It's a pretty cool gun. I think it's really fun. I made a fun little video with Tony to Drake because I kept getting Drake in my Instagram Reels for some reason. I really don't know why, but I kept getting, where the fuck should I really even start, you know, Money in the Grave, that's the name of the song. So I decided to make an edit for it, but this guy is what we're giving away. So if you want to enter our giveaway, you can do that. Just go to our Instagram, find the reel, comment, tagging a friend, share it to your story, make sure you're following us. And then after New Year's Eve, so not next week, but the week after, we're going to be giving this guy away. And then we're going to be doing another giveaway pretty quickly after that. I already kind of have it planned, but I wanted to give away one of the Ace Tech Volcano launchers. So if you're interested in like the Tracer M203 launcher, which I think is really cool, you can check that out in like 2 weeks from now. So a little sneak peek to that. Since it's me by myself, I'll give you guys some extra info. Sounds fantastic. I'm having Vietnamese barbecue. That sounds really good. I'm not gonna lie, Kevin. When I was over at your place for 4th of July, I mean, all the food was pretty great. Not that it was Vietnamese barbecue necessarily, but there were some dishes that were... That sticky rice? Ooh. Ooh. I miss having some good crab, yeah. Crab with like a... We do like, you know, just a big bowl of butter, and that's all you need. And it's just... Oh, it's good. I got a lot of family that live in Baltimore, so we do a lot of crab there. A lot of blue crab. But I think we're doing like an Alaskan crab tonight. You know, those big long legs. Let's see. I have the AT4 launcher up there, which you can probably see the Stingray AT4, as well as obviously the Claymore. We talked about this a little bit like last week. I'm looking forward to doing some things with those. We're actually working on a review video. So I'm gonna really kind of like tear them apart. I think I'm gonna cut open like some of the rounds they have to see like kind of what goes into them. We'll launch them and stuff, do a lot of stress testing, and give you guys an honest review on our opinion of these. Because they are really cool. I think that the whole look and style and feel of it is something that I would love to have for like Milsim West. I mean, honestly, the biggest concern I've seen with most people is the price point of the, really the shells. I mean, you have to buy them in packs of, I think 4 or 6 maybe, and I think they're like $80. So it's not a cheap round to reload. But I think if they work like how I envision them working, it'd be totally worth it. So we're gonna mess around with that later this week, and hopefully that video will come out, you know, pretty shortly into January. Little garlic lemon in the butter, yes sir. Stuff is good. Merry Christmas Eve, DJ. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you. I got my Santa hat on. I got my Christmas tree. We're feeling very festive in here today. I love it very much. Although the music is not very festive. I don't really have a good, like, Christmas playlist readied up that I'm confident isn't going to get copyright stricken, even though I'm pretty sure most of that music's free use. But I took one copyright class in college, and honestly, all it did was scare me into not using anything. And now I use everything because I don't care, so. I can't believe they've got you streaming on Christmas Eve. Should fight Curtis in the parking lot over it. Kurt's, he's keeping me in here. He's chained me to the wall and he's forcing me to stream for you guys. No, this was my own decision, honestly. I had the option, obviously, of, you know, putting a post up and saying, no stream today, guys. We're going to take the week off for Christmas Eve and, you know, maybe even the same for New Year's Eve. But I'm here. I don't really have much else going on, so I decided, you know, why not hop on the live and say what's up and hang out a little bit. So I am here purely of my own free will, which is shocking to say the least. Went snowboarding last Sunday. Man, I really feel old. Snowboarding sounds like a blast. I have not been snowboarding in the past couple of years. My brothers love snowboarding, so we own like a couple snowboards in my house. And the last time I borrowed one to go snowboarding, I broke the board by going into a tree. So, yeah. I do think, though, that if I went snowboarding today, I would hurt myself way faster than I've ever in the past. And I think that that is a sign of me getting old, because I feel it in my bones. But I wish I could do that. Gotta make that money, LOL. I guess you could call it that. I'm here for the joy of all you guys. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the love, for the fans. I'm here for chat. What does chat think? Merry Christmas, brother. Great year of Vamp streams. Appreciate you, E-House. Appreciate you. Hope to see all you guys in, you know, the next year of streams. I started labeling on our YouTube like what episode we were on. Episode in like big quotations, because we're not really doing like, you know, episodes really. But I'll show you that we have, if you come on here, I started labeling them after we do them. So like we're technically on season 4. In my arbitrary opinion, episode 71. This is episode 72, the Christmas special. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Sorry about that. But I think we officially entered season 4 when we moved the setup. Yeah, so season 3, and then, yeah, the first episode of season 4 was technically when we moved the setup to over there. And season 3 was all on the black backdrop, which, like, what a time, right? Who was watching the live during this period of time? But then we can go back even further to season 2. What about in the office? And this is actually where our tech room is now, this space. What is season 2? Was season 2? Oh, I think they might be unlisted, actually. There was a whole series of, it was the Asked Amped podcast, which was, it was Matt and Anthony who did that, and they did like a actual Ask Amped where they would take questions, and it wasn't live. They didn't live stream it, but they would take questions, they would answer them, and then they would post the video to YouTube as just like an Asked. So that was technically season 2. Season 1 was technically Kurt sitting around on live stream, which I think is kind of funny. And then season 3 was mainly Wes and Tom doing it in that office and then there. And then once we got to the new set, that has been... But so since I've kind of redesigned the set for the live and stuff, we've done 72 episodes, which is 72 weeks of the live, which is kind of crazy, honestly, in my opinion. Feels like I did a 30-mile ruck, but first runs and in the roughest. I remember it all. Been here for the beginning. Yes, sir. Gray Bush been here since it started. Yeah, doing any activity outside, I feel like I did a 30-mile ruck. It's actually not great. If this is the Christmas special, do you have like a whimsical life lesson for all the good little airsofters? Oh no. A whimsical life lesson. Don't eat your BBs. I know people in the stream have told you some of them taste really good, but don't eat them. They're for you to shoot, not to eat. You're welcome. You know what we will do? We'll watch our Christmas special from last year, which is up here. Here it is. I don't know if you guys saw last year. Hang on, I have to hang on. The beginning's the best. The beginning's my favorite part by far. We gotta. Here's the whimsical life lesson from Eric. A time past.
Not a BB was flying. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the shop, not a BB was flying, not even getting hot. The gas mags were filled by green gas with care, with hopes that O-rings would continue to fare. The players were nestled, all snug in their kits, with hopes that their opponents would all call their hits. Call their hits indeed. That would be a great Christmas gift for all Airsoft players. We have quite the surprise planned this year, so take it away, Santa. Welcome to the Airsoft Christmas.
Cinema. Cinema. That's all I gotta say. Cinema. I think that me and Eric cooked so hard with this video. Wes was not having fun, I don't think. We had to really do some convincing to get him in that outfit. This is the same hat that he wore. It is just as cheap. But man, what a cinema. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
This year we did something a little
Oh, and that's sad.
Christmas season. You might have submitted a list.
Oh God, it was great.
Good or bad. If you were bad,
I wish we could have done this year, but I just didn't have the time. I mean, without my Santa and Elf, I can't wrap these gifts for you guys. Wes looks so happy with that Elf outfit. Yeah, Wes was having a blast. We really had to get him geared up.
I'd like to receive Eric socks after a Milsom West. Not because I've been a good boy this year.
These are great.
Every attendee.
I would hope.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot someone invited us to a wedding. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, I miss them too a lot. Yeah, I get to see him every now and then since, you know, I'm here in Pittsburgh. But I'm sure all you guys miss him a lot. I miss him myself. It is what it is. Where's Logan coming in for his cameo? Here's Logan's cameo. Yeah, Logan did not like his gift, but I will say that this clock that he got, where does he show it off? He didn't like it. It's still hanging in his office though. He still has it, thankfully, which, I mean, he should still have it. But another reason why we didn't really redo this video again this year is because it didn't really get a lot of views last year. It got like 400 views, which isn't bad, but like, I mean, for the amount we put into it in terms of like what we gave away, we gave a lot of stuff away. Just didn't really feel like it was as worth it this year, which sucks because I like giving you guys stuff. It's part of what I really enjoy about my job is doing these giveaways and, you know, giving stuff to you guys. So, Wes's whimsical life lesson. Sometimes you gotta do it for the bit. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I've definitely done a few things here that I wouldn't normally do, but I do it for the bit. I'll say my Milsom West kit video where I was out there in my bare dogs. That was definitely for the bit. When Tony peed on me in retail, that was for the bit for sure. If you haven't seen that one, that's also a classic clip on our. That one did numbers on TikTok. It's pretty great. Speaking of which, if you don't follow us on TikTok, go check out our TikTok. All the memes that you might see on our Instagram story that's all on our TikTok. It gets posted there officially. TikTok's kind of my meme shitpost space, which is personally what I think it's meant for. That not rocket launchers was great. Yeah. Our lacrosse stick. That thing, the video, actually, we should pull that up. That's what I need. Ross, other Ross is in YouTube channel is, oh wow, my brain. Holy guys. It's really Christmas Eve. My brain's not working. Jeez. What is Ross's YouTube? Is it the Wild Gazelle? I don't think so. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the video. That's kind of sad. But last year for when we did our Christmas video, we were asked for a Gustav launcher, and we instead sent a lacrosse stick. And let's just say that was, I mean, peak cinema. We got a video back of people catching grenades from that thing, and I wish I could show it to you guys, but I didn't personally use it in a game. No, it was the Wild Gazelle, whose name is also Ross. So when I say it, I understand how it could be confusing since that is my name. But it is Wisconsin Ross. We sent it to him, and he used it in a game, and he sent us a video of him running it, and he posted it on YouTube and stuff. And I was trying to find it to show you guys, because I think it's really funny. But I have actually no idea where it is. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull that up. But yeah, he launched grenades at people, which is really, really funny. I kind of want to get one just like for myself, because it actually looked really efficient. I am so hit or miss with grenades. Sometimes I throw a grenade and I'm like, perfect throw. And then other times it's it's leaving my hand behind me. So I could use a launcher of some sort. After doing Mills and West though, I really did want a launcher. I wanted a an M203, or sorry, a tag and launchable, because like those things were putting in work. There were plenty of times where I saw a group of guys and I was like, if I had a launchable, whew, they'd be done for. So. Let's see. We are coming up to the end of our live here. We're getting pretty close, so I'll go over just a couple of last-minute things. We can take a look at our event schedule. We got Frostfall in January. There's nothing else on our schedule yet. However, we do have a lot of games planned for this year. I believe that we will be at AMSX, which is in March. Is it in March? Maybe February? February or March, one of the two. But we'll be at AMSX. We will be at 1861, I assume, as well as pretty much most AMS games, American Milsim games. We'll be at Frostfall for Gun Gamers, obviously, as it is here on our calendar. And then we are gearing up for, I believe, a couple of Stag Ops games when they announce their events. A lot of events coming in like March and February. But for January, the only event we have is Frostfall. So if you're going, please get your pre-orders in. We can deliver everything on site for you guys there. Also, make sure that you enter our giveaway, which, as I said, we're going to be giving away in 2 weeks. The week after New Year's Eve, it is for the Sharps Bro EMG AK. We'll be giving that away to a lucky winner. And then we have, what else do we have going on? Oh, Ross, you could run PLA kit at Frostfall if you're still planning on going. I don't know if I'm going. That is in the air. I think that it might be too cold for me, which is lame, I know, but honestly, it just might be too cold. I just might not be able to do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. This winter, I've been chilling to my bones recently, and it's not fun. So, have a great day and have a Merry Christmas. Be safe. You as well, Graybush. Thank you for joining us. I guess we will sign it out on that. I guess I don't have any more updates besides if you need anything for Frostfall, that is coming up, and our giveaway that is going on our Instagram right now. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a happy holidays in general. And I will see you guys next week on Wednesday on New Year's Eve for our last live of 2026. So, take care, you guys.